Deepak is involved as well and said he's a tortured soul like Woody Allen, Deepak Chopra. Not surprised. Not surprised. I don't follow any of these fake ass spiritual people. Not surprised. Not surprised. Before we start the reading, just a quick heads up. I offer personal tarot readings on my website, including same-day and next-day delivery options. If you're interested, check out the link in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, are the new emails that were released real? The other thing I saw was Halle Berry's name in there, where he was like sending himself a block of text randomly, and he had Woody Allen in there twice, and people were saying, oh, that's code, and I'm just like, nah, Woody, I've done a reading on Woody Allen, but I never posted it. Okay, so the question is, are the new emails that were released real? And this is the first question we're asking. And please do not ask any follow-up questions because I'm tired, okay? You guys will see a different side of me if I'm on past my bedtime. Are the new emails that were released, new Epstein emails that were released, are they real? There's some deception here with these emails. Let me see. Let me look at Trump's energy because I think I'm picking up on him. There's some deception here with those emails. Let me show you champagne. If you guys are millennials or Gen X, you know exactly where that came from. Let me show you champagne. So there's some deception here with those emails, okay? That's not to say that it's fake. This feels more like some of this stuff is code, actually. Code, C-O-D-E. Some of this stuff is code. Code. Some of it is code. And look, here, another deception card here. Some of it is cold. Let me look at Trump's energy first. It's kind of like the feeling I'm getting from it. Like what I'm seeing is, damn, here, like here it is. But there's something weird about it. Trump. What's going on with you, Trump? Donald. What is his middle name? Donald Trump. What's going on with you, Donald Trump? Oof. Methinks some of these emails actually came from Team Trump. How are they saying that these emails were released? Did it come from the DOJ? What's that woman's name? Pam Bondi? Did it come directly? Like, was it officially released by the government? Because there's something here that's showing me that, like, he feels like he was prepared for this. He was prepared for it. And the other thing that I'm getting here, oops. The other thing that I'm getting here, these are the messages, these are the emails, and again, this deception here, something, it's not on the up and up, these specific emails. So are those emails real? Are those like real? So maybe we should ask this question in a different way, because you have to be careful when you're asking cards. Even though I work with spirit, there's also the cards, because I'm also like, what they're showing me is like this, and usually that means like a little bit. Are those emails that were released, are they really from Epstein? Spoof? I heard some of them are spoofed. Some of them are spoofed. And I'm still getting, oh, here comes Epstein. Here he is. Oh, Jesus. And again, he's saying I was murdered. He's saying I was murdered. I'm hearing spoofed, some of them, not all of them. Some of them were spoofed. Some of them were spoofed, but it feels like it was like, again, this feeling of, damn, like, here you go. Like, here it is. Like, are you happy now? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from it. That's the feeling that I'm getting from it. But this feels sort of like it's kind of sloppy, but this feels sort of like getting ahead of something else. Getting ahead of something else and sort of like burying the lead. The oversight committee. Something like burying the lead, getting ahead of something else. Like there's something else happening. I know someone asked a question like, is this a distraction? Like, technically anything can be used as a distraction, but this feels like this is the most innocuous stuff there, but it's like salacious enough to make headlines, to sort of like, don't look over here, look over there, kind of. Am I getting that correct? Yeah, I heard yes, I am. Yeah, I'm getting it correct. I'm getting it correct. And also they're saying that this was released to stop some of these women from, like, his victims from gaining any more steam in the press, to stop them as well. To stop them as well. I feel like with regard to Trump, there was someone that he dated, like he was actually in a relationship, an extramarital relationship with one of these ladies who worked with Epstein, and she has a lot to say about him. But it's like, it feels like a dating thing, and not necessarily like, I mean, it's complicated. I really hope that I'm not offending anyone who's watching this who may or may not have been sex trafficked or pimped or anything, but it feels complicated to me that he was in a relationship with one of these ladies. And part of this is to stop her from speaking, or to take the, like the wind beneath my wings, or to take, like steal someone's thunder almost, or to like something about wind, like steal someone's wind. So like to stop the momentum of those other ladies. Yes, to stop the momentum of those other ladies. Yeah. The ones who were doing the press conference. Okay. All right. So okay, I'm asking, they're holding back. They're holding back. I asked, why was this released by the Oversight Committee? And they're saying because they want to show that they did something. They got tired of y'all asking. I think that's why I kept getting that here, damn, like there you go. Shit, you know, that's the energy that I'm getting. They're showing it to me in my dad's voice, because that's how my dad gets when I like ask him to give me money. So it feels like they released this information as like, here, you have something, feast your eyes on it, go chew on the bones, and while we do something else, right? And I think more is going to be released, for sure. More is going to be released, but they're holding back. They're holding back. They're holding back a lot. A lot. They're holding back. Marjorie Taylor Greene needs to be careful. She needs to be careful. They're kind of telling her she's talking too much. She's doing too much. She's talking too much. She's talking too much. And you're making it hard on us. Isn't the Oversight Committee, it's like, it's mixed, right? It's mixed Democrat and Republican, right? She was threatened today. She better be careful. Her life is actually in danger. Okay, Trump, how are you doing? He's having heart. Actually, ooh boy. He did, okay, so he did cancel partially his engagements because of the Epstein stuff. And he's just like, don't be asking me any questions about some little girls. Don't ask me questions about little girls. You know, I feel like in his mind, because when I read on him like a couple of months ago, whenever it was about this Epstein stuff, what I got from him was like teen to mid 20s type of energy. Like maybe 18, 19, maybe 17, you know? But he's just like, little girls, get the fuck away from me with that. So he does not want to answer any questions about little girls. But the other thing, he's having heart issues. So he doesn't want to be seen at this time because it's actually related to his health. Actually, the first answer they gave me is that no, he canceled a lot of those engagements is because his heart is acting up. His heart is acting up. And then he said, yeah, and also I don't feel like answering any questions about little girls. So he's having a health issue, actually. Sounding like Megyn Kelly. Well, I don't know what she's saying because I don't watch her, but that's what I saw the last time. Is it felt like he was like teens to mid 20s. That's what I got. You know, that's what I got. White girls, white with blonde hair. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So let's stay on Trump. Is this the secret that I mentioned earlier that Trump didn't want to get out? Well, what do you mean by this? No. What do you mean by this? Listen, guys, they're showing me, it feels sloppy, but this feels like the White House is manipulating quite a bit. I feel like they were prepared for this. I feel like they were prepared for this. It's almost like he was given a heads up, maybe like 2 months in advance, that this was going to be released at a certain time. Obviously the shutdown happened, but it feels like they were prepared. They were prepared. So by this, do you mean, okay, so let me go back to that question and let me just go to the Clinton. If they hooked up, is that one of the reasons? Okay, let's see. Did what's his name hook up with Bubba? I mean, that could, so what exactly is the sentence? Okay, let me look at this. Let me look at it. Trump, Bubba. What is Donica Lewinski? Epstein email about Trump and Bubba sparks viral phrase. Oh my gosh, they're calling him Donica Lewinski? They're calling him Donica Lewinski? I'm tired. U.S. President Donald Trump blowing Bubba. On Wednesday, he released more than 20,000 pages of documents connected to Epstein and committed to die by suit. Let me see what the exact Epstein told Jeffrey Epstein to ask the Bannon if Russia had photo Trump. Blah, blah, blah. You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. Okay, first, let's be systematic about this. Okay, so, Bubba. Can we see who is Bubba? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Whoever Bubba is, this actually feels so it's definitely connected to this like child sex trafficking ring. Look at here. So this is actually Epstein here. This is Epstein. There's this. I feel like that's actually code. A lot of this feels like it's code. They're showing me something, like it does feel like Trump was doing something in secret. Someone obviously saw it. I'm not sure if this is like video or if this is someone seeing something. I don't know. It feels financially related to me. It feels financially related to me. So, is Bubba Bill Clinton? No, it's not Bill Clinton. Ooh, there's Putin. In that Epstein reading, didn't I say that I saw Putin who was all over this Epstein stuff? It is cold because in the emails, Epstein and other people will keep saying the Russian and stuff like that. I see Putin here. I see Putin here. No, I don't. No, Bubba is not Bill Clinton. Bubba is a woman. Bubba seems like a woman. That's like connected to Russia. And then here, like, you know how they sometimes have honeypot stuff? Okay, let me ask this again, because I could just be getting general information, right? Because it actually does look like Putin has some honeypot or whatever who slept. And like, listen, this is blonde white lady. No, this is Putin. This is Putin that I'm seeing. This is blonde white lady energy that I always see with Trump. This is his type. Okay, that's his type. Started there. Is Bubba a man? Is Bubba a woman? Is Bubba a boy? Is Bubba a girl? No, it's a woman. It feels more feminine, more feminine. That's cold for something. Is Bubba Bill Clinton? In that email, is Bubba Bill Clinton? No, it's not Bill Clinton. Oh shit, listen, they're showing me all these people who are running scared. This is Biden. I think people are going to leave Biden alone because he's on death's door. That's Biden. A lot of folks are running scared right now. No, Bubba feels like a woman. No, there's something else there. It's connected to Putin. It feels like that was a plant. This feels like his type, but I wonder if there was like a guy there too, like a young guy who was maybe watching, maybe. Oh, there was a young guy watching. There was a young guy watching. I got like a real strong recoil reaction when I said there was a young guy watching. It's like it hit me just like this. So maybe that's why it's called Bubba, because Bubba is probably some sort of blackmail protocol that they have. It's not Bill Clinton. is for sure. It feels like it's a plant. It's a plant. It's like a Russian plant. A Russian plant. No. In terms of a young man watching, it feels more like capturing information, not some like cuckold thing. They were showing me someone literally watching, but gathering information and relaying it elsewhere. Is there a recording? No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not really getting like a recording or anything like that, but it feels more like gathering information, gathering intel to me. Listen, let me show you. Let me show you. So there could be photos. There could be photos, or it could just be the knowledge of like, oh, we know that you were here at 9:32 p.m. with blah blah blah, with da 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 so and so Vitalina, whatever her name is. You talked about XYZ, you told her da 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 da, you talked about da 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 da. Now what do you have? Like, that's what it feels like to me. Listen, that's what happens when you're ruled by your dingling. Photo. But listen, that's Steve Bannon asking, and Steve was supposed to be his right-hand man. Treacherous. You know, it's kind of reminding me, I don't know if like K-pop fans are on here, or if you guys remember how managers would set up dates for some of their idols, and they would have someone follow them or record them or whatever and use it as blackmail material to make sure that the idols stayed on their best behavior. That's what this is giving to me. That's what it's giving to me. Okay, so, but let me ask this question anyway. Bill Clinton and Donald Trump did not sexually hook up. They did not do that. What is Bill Clinton's sign? They didn't do that. Bill Clinton. That's just people running away with things as usual. August 19th, does that make him a Leo? I do think that they used to have close ties, like close financial ties. He and Clinton. They used to have close financial ties. It's not that it's fake. It's just that, you know, people hear Bubba, they think Bill, so they automatically think that that's what it is, but that's not what it is. It feels more like it was code for some kind of maneuver that Russia has with some honeypot or whatever to extract information and then blackmail the person at a later date. Like, that's what that seems to me. But he and Bill Clinton, Trump and Bill Clinton, they've discussed many financial deals together before. And it also feels like they were in the room together while these financial dealings were happening with Epstein. I feel like this information could be found in old legal or administrative documentation, like old stuff. Probably, I would say, the first time when he talked about being president, probably somewhere in the 80s. So it would be maybe like within 5 years of him talking about that the first time. Oh, but also that makes sense because he's donated to the Clintons before. Okay, maybe that's what they're talking about. Are you talking about his donations to the Clintons in the past? Oh, there's more. No. There's more. They were in the room with Epstein together. Talking money. Hillary is worried. Hillary's worried. Okay. So, listen, so I'm asking that question, does Trump hate Hillary Clinton? And yeah, kind of yes, kind of no. Actually, they're showing that they used to be really great friends. And it feels like they understood one another, right? But of course, you know, this major tiff happened. Actually, it feels like potentially the daughters had a falling out, a little bit of a falling out first, and then the parents followed. Because I think Hillary and Chelsea Clinton, no, Chelsea and Ivanka used to be friends, maybe, at a certain point. But yeah, no, it was basically, you know, they're in competition with each other, so it is what it is, you know. It looks like they used to be really close friends. Look, here's Putin. Here's Putin. That's probably how she knew about the PP tape. Wouldn't be surprised if Hillary was involved. Yeah, I saw Hillary all over the Epstein stuff the last time I read on it. Listen, folks, a lot of people are involved in this stuff, you know. It's I guess it's hard to imagine, like, so say if you're a Republican and you root for everyone on your team, or you're a Democrat and you root for everyone on that team, I guess it's hard to imagine the reality that a lot of these people scratch each other's asses. But that's what I have gotten for a lot of, you know, political shenanigans that have happened, is that a lot of this stuff is political theater, and that the majority are covering each other's asses. Obviously you have some people who are really like, they're really for the people. I feel like mostly in the House of Representatives and like local councils, they're really for the people. But when it comes to national politics, they all have dirt on each other. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it shouldn't be that way, but that's kind of how I see it. Okay, so Bill and Trump did not hook up. Trump likes ladies, kind of young. And Trump, it doesn't feel like he actually hates Hillary, but they did have a falling out. The daughters did, and then they follow, something like that. Okay. When is Trump leaving office? So here's his question. Did the Dems release the email to distract from losing the shutdown? As far as I know, the Oversight Committee is Democrats and Republicans. 15-year-olds, but look younger than what they are. I don't necessarily get that from him. I get like 17 to 25 or something like that. 25, 26. That's what I got the last time. She's wild as fuck for saying that. 15-year-olds but look younger than what she's wild as. I can't stand Megyn Kelly. What a hateful bitch. I can't stand her. But you know what, to be honest, I don't like a lot of people in the news, because I do think a lot of them are hateful people. Wow. Okay, they're telling me, so I asked, because, I asked, does Trump like girls younger than 12? They gave me hell no. Does Trump like girls 12 to 15? They gave me no. Does Trump like girls like 17 to 19? They gave me yes. And this is very sick, but it feels like ladies who kind of look like his daughter, like that's his type. A long time ago, I posted in this thread where maybe, I don't know if I should bring this up, where I was saying something like, what I've noticed about guys who like young women is that they procreate with women and kind of create children who would be their type at a later date. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, that's what I get from Trump. Like, he's that type of guy where he's really interested in that sort of like blonde, Slavic, high cheekbone, sharp jawline type of look. And, you know, he likes the younger version of his first wife. But I'm getting like 17. So, because I asked strictly about teens, I got 17, 18, 19, up to 25. That's what I always got from him. I wonder if he's one of those guys who don't ask age. I said something about that years ago, probably like 10 years ago. And I remember a lot of people just like, oh, you're so sick. And I was like, no, actually men like that exist. Is that they get with women who are their type and then they feel proud about procreating girls who look like their type, even if they're their daughter. A lot of them are like that. Okay. So the question is, so it wasn't just the Democrats who released the emails, but the question is, were these emails released to distract from losing the shutdown? Oh shit. Was there a recent death connected to this Epstein stuff? I feel like someone was killed, like recently. I feel like someone was killed recently over this Epstein stuff. I think there was a death connected to this Epstein stuff, a very recent death. So, I mean, like I said, it's a strategic leak. Like I told you guys that information was going to come out about it, but it's not even going to be the half of it. And it feels more like it's begrudging. Like nobody actually really wants to release this stuff. It's cherry picked. It's not necessarily to distract from losing the shutdown. It's not really about that, honestly, because like from what I can tell, Democrats don't feel like they lost the shutdown. But there's definitely an element of planned, of like feeling forced to, like it doesn't feel like, I know a lot of people and I know a lot of folks are going to be mad and you guys are going to unsubscribe and start sending me emails. I don't give a shit. But a lot of people are thinking, oh, Democrats are voting for this. That means that they want this information out. No, they don't. No, they don't. These are liberal men. No, they actually don't. Not liberal voters, but I'm talking about the politicians. So Democratic men, white guys, they feel like we have to show that we're doing something. So we're going to do this. And look, how many times am I going to show you guys this deception card? It's not being done out of the kindness of anyone's hearts right now. It's strategic. It's sloppy, but it's strategic. Well, you know, so you're saying, of course they don't because they're in it too. But I think a lot of voters they can't comprehend that. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm cynical. Maybe we're all cynical. But yeah, so it has nothing to do with the shutdown. It feels more like what I was saying. The very first thing Spirit was showing me was, well, here, damn, you know, like saying here, like take it, fuck, damn. Oh my gosh. It's not a laughing matter, but sometimes you can't help but laugh at this bullshit happening. Will anything change after more information is released about Trump's involvement on Epstein's island? No. No. Although it does, so in terms of change, so like if anyone thinks that he's being kicked out of office, no, I don't really get that. But the positive change that will come out of this is it feels like new legislation is going to be drafted actually about sex crimes, sex trafficking. New, like this discussion is actually going to be revamped. It's going to be revamped. And also new discussions. So that's on the legal side, but also new discussions on the like PTSD, the difficulties, the anxiety, the nightmares that sex trafficking victims face after they've like tried to heal and everything from it. So like something positive is going to happen, but it feels more on the social level and potentially some kind of new law or a new act that could be released or discussed. Sorry. Oh, Oh, I need a massage, guys. Oh, Lord, I need a massage. No. And again, listen, they're all, is anything going to change? These people who are involved, this includes the professors. I actually saw that there was a German professor who was sending emails to Epstein saying that they need to genetically modify Black people to be smarter. Didn't I tell y'all that professors and shit are involved in this stuff too? The last time I read on this crap. So no, it doesn't look like much is going to change in terms of the people who are involved. They're going to continue to defend themselves. People are going to ask for things to change, and they're going to be very resistant to it. And it feels like the folks who are basically scratching each other's backs, they're going to wait for this stuff to die down, and they're going to go back to their old tricks. No, it's not going to change. They're going to wait for all this stuff to die down, then they'll be right back on the saddle. So this stuff has not ended. This stuff has not changed. Will Trump serve his full term? Oh yeah. His heart is fucked. Didn't I say before, because I posted a really short video where I said it seems like he has like low blood pressure due to clots or something like that. It feels like he's going to serve his full term. And towards the end of his term, he's going to be convalescing at home often. Okay, let me ask a different way. Oh, there are going to be more emails coming out. You know, you want to know partially what this is as well. Is this partially kind of like blackmail for him? Because there's something about some new damn war that the US or deep state or whatever you want to call it, that they want to get involved in. So it's sort of like a way to push him into that direction. To push him. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, see, I'm getting tired, guys. I'm getting tired. I wonder if that's Taiwan. Oh, all right. Let me ask the question a different way. Will Trump resign his presidency between now and 2028? No. Listen. Someone else said, will Trump flee the country? I think I know who you're talking about who said that. And if it's like an older white lady with dark hair, no. I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to confirm any names, but no. She's been saying that since 2017. But let's see. Will Trump flee the United States of America? No, he ain't fleeing shit. Listen, he's gonna die peacefully in his home. I said this either earlier this year or last year. I said this either earlier this year or last year, that he's going to die a natural death. So far. In terms of will he resign, there's just like, nope. He's not resigning. He's going to continue working. He's going to hold his position. I feel like So I'm asking if Democrats will win majority in midterm elections. It's too early to ask that question, but I'm getting no, not really, not really. If anything, it feels like maybe the House will be a little bit more equal, but no, not really. But on the off chance that they do win the majority, would they impeach Trump for like a second or third time? Would Democrats impeach Trump? No, no. This feels like they're not able to. No, they're not able to. No. Okay, so let's ask it a different way, because I know y'all really want the answer to be yes, so I'm just trying to ask it in really creative ways. And this is also how I check myself on any bias that I may have. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Vance will actually take over presidency whenever he's having heart issues. Whenever he's having heart issues, Vance will. Vance will. Again, this is kind of dangerous because this is sort of trending towards a Vance presidency after Trump, guys. I don't know where I'll be. I mean, listen, for me, I survive no matter what the political situation. I don't let any president mess up my bag. But I'm not sure where I'm going to be in 2028. I don't know. I don't know. But yes, so he will take over occasionally when Trump is having issues with his heart. He will take the reins. Is Tom Hanks in the Epstein files? Financially, yeah, he is. Financially. Yep. What is Tom Hanks? July 9th? Financially. This feels like a charitable donation. That's a charitable donation. Like they were working together, or he asked for Epstein to donate to whatever cause he had going on. It's donation. Let me ask to be sure. Interesting. I straight up ask, is Tom Hanks a pedophile? I got this. It's like, listen, this man, he's like, I'm trying to keep to my fucking self. Is he a hebephile since everybody wants to make a difference? And they're just like, no, not really. I actually feel like he gets propositioned by young men a lot, actually. I do feel that. I feel like he gets propositioned by men, especially young men, a lot. He doesn't show up for me, for now. He doesn't show up as like wanting or accepting any of this stuff, but I think young men actually come up to him because it's almost like they assume that that's what he's into, and he's sort of like, hebephile is someone who is attracted to teens, so 13 to 17, something like that, 13 to whatever. Hebephile, whatever it's called. No, Tom Hanks, it feels like, yeah, he's going to be in those Epstein files, but it's like a donation or some kind of charity where he's asking for money. I asked like outright, there is probably like a young woman in his past. This feels like a woman to me, a grown woman. So I asked, like, did he have some kind of sexual relations with young people or whatever? And they're saying like, yeah, it does look like there's a young woman. that he had some kind of sexual relationship with. But I mean, you know, Tom Hanks, what in the world? Well, listen, Epstein was everywhere. I mean, even in my last reading, I saw that Obama is in those files financially too. Because like you have to remember, this guy was getting money all over the world, and he was donating to so many different political PACs and whatever. So like, I mean, what can you say? I mean, you know, MIT is there, Bill Gates is there, Chase Bank is there, JP Morgan, well, JP Morgan Chase, they're there. Like, what can you say? What can you say? And that Ghislaine Maxwell, she had a bunch of charities that a lot of celebrities and royals worked with. Some of them probably knew what he did, and other people didn't, you know? And I think that's why when I saw that Halle Berry's name was in there, that's when a lot of people, they were just like, oh, wait, but, you know, you have to be careful with that. Like, you know, of course, when it's someone you like, you have to be careful with the accusations. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people took money from him. He was everywhere. Oh, shit. He was a tortured soul like Woody Allen. Yeah, I have done a reading on him. I'm pretty sure I did it on Discord. If I can find it, I'll post it in a blog or something. You never heard of Deepak Chopra? He's huge in the spiritual space. I did a reading, I'm pretty sure it was on Discord, on Woody Allen. And I remember seeing that marriage that he has with his adopted daughter is horrible. And because don't they have like 2 children together or something? And how his kids do not like him. They don't like him at all. Deepak, buddy, what you doing, buddy? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? This is his reputation, his world-renowned reputation. What you hiding, buddy? What are you hiding, Deepak? What? Wow. He's trying to lay low, guys. He's trying to lay low. I was asking him, why were you contacting Epstein? He did give me a financial reason, but let's ask specific questions. I'm pretty sure. Don't they have kids together? Or was I talking about well, let me go back to, because I could have been talking about Ronan. Okay. Whoa, buddy. Interesting. Interesting. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. I am not trying to defame anyone's character here. I did ask if Deepak has had sexual relations with girls under the age of 12. I get no. Then I asked like 12 to 15 or 16. I get no. And then I asked like teenagers above 16, and I got maybe. Something's there, right? It's not a positive yes. It's not an absolute hell no. Something's there for like older teens. Then I asked, now let me double check. this question. He hates this question. For him, it's a bit complicated. I feel like, so I asked if he has used Epstein's sexual services, because you guys remember the last reading I saw that he had like people working for him from like really unfortunately young to like, you know, grown women in their 20s and 30s. Like he had like a bevy of people, right? I did ask, have you actually, good point. When I ask about boys, that's a bit tricky. That's a bit tricky when I ask about boys. And this feels more like between like 15 to 19, maybe, potentially. I'm not going to say yes because what I'm getting here is, it's, okay, so when I asked if he used any of Epstein's sexual services, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, I am not trying to defame anyone. This is for entertainment purposes only. I get it was offered to him. Maybe he could have been on some kind of mind-altering drug or something to that effect. And he was sort of like, yeah, you know, I'm not really into this. I do think it was offered to him. But sort of like the way that it happened. So if you guys remember, I'm going to post the reading that I did sometime when I edit this video for YouTube. You guys remember I said that it feels like sometimes people would be on Epstein Island or they would have a meeting with him. And it feels like Epstein would bring these women or whatever in, or boys, whatever the person was into. He would bring them into the room and would just have him like use them as party favors. And some people didn't realize that this is what was happening. That's kind of what I get with him, with Deepak. I kind of get that, where he's sort of like, wait, what's going on here? Like, it doesn't feel like he specifically went to Epstein to hire these people. It feels more like they could have had a few meetings and then Epstein brought these people in and you're feeling good, you're getting served and everything. And then someone starts like touching your neck and you're sort of like, whoa, what? You know? That's kind of what it feels like to me. That's kind of what it feels like. This feels like kind of like on the verge of being set up, but then he sort of was just like, hold up. That's what this feels like to me. I think he could be bi-curious, you know, and, you know, not for nothing. Oops, sorry about that. You know, he could be bi-curious, but he could be somebody who doesn't really act on it. And like, that's why I'm not really seeing action cards from him. But let's ask a different way. That's not a good way to ask that question. Sorry, my card's dirty. It doesn't feel like it. So I'm asking, did he knowingly engage in sexual activities offered by Epstein? It doesn't feel like he knowingly did. No, it doesn't feel like it. It looks like he was offered. He was offered. This feels like a boy. He was offered. But then it's like he snapped out of it and realized where he was. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? And he's just like, no. So that's positive news, I guess. That's positive, I guess. How old? Oh, he's a Scorpio. He's Scorpio. Oh, and he's married to a woman. I wonder if his woman is a fire sign, because it looks like that marriage is strained right now. It's strange right now. That marriage is strained. It's strained. Yeah. So what I'm getting from him is like it was a young man, young man, whatever. And he kind of like was just like, whoa, what's happening here? And then he was like, I'm not really into that. And he just left it at that. Does he know what Woody Allen was famous for besides his movies? Like, why would he compare himself to freaking Woody Allen, of all people? Really? Well, honestly, you know, in some cultures, I'm not saying this about Indians or anything, but I do know that in some cultures, ancient and modern, it was normal for older men to be with young guys. And that's seen as, you know, you're showing them how to be a man. That's what these guys do. As long as they're married and producing children, it's okay. I know people who come from cultures like that. I don't know how they take that shit. But I know people who come from cultures like that. And for them, you know, something like this is just, for them, it'll be like, okay, okay, you know? I don't know if his wife is like that. It feels like that marriage is very strange right now. But I feel like he doesn't really have much to be ashamed of. Why was Halle Berry's name in that email? Halle's just like, the fuck am I in this shit for? She was like, what am I in this? What am I in this for? Isn't she a Leo? Isn't she a Leo? She was like, why am I here? Why was Halle Berry in that email? Oh, she's going to be keeping to herself. No, I'm not really getting that she was an Epstein client. There's some sort of financial thing here as well. Listen, you know, listen, let me show you this stuff. She's just like, yikes, right? And she's saying she's going to keep a low profile. She's going to be ducking and dodging comments about it. She may even get spicy with someone online who want to ask her questions about that, right? But this feels more like I don't know, something about a price. Like maybe what he was saying, like what he was using Halle Berry's name for is to talk about maybe how beautiful someone was. No, it doesn't, there's definitely some sort of financial thing happening there, like a lot of people that we've seen, but it doesn't feel like there was a direct connection between those two. It doesn't necessarily feel like complete code to me, but it also feels like there's some financial connection. She feels removed from it. Like, I don't really see her having face-to-face meetings with him, but it could be like a connection of a connection, or maybe making a phone call, something to that effect, and getting like donations or some kind of payment or something like that. I low-key feel like no, there is a connection between them. It doesn't feel close. It doesn't feel close. And it also feels like what I was also getting is that sometimes he would use her name to describe how beautiful someone was. Like we have a Halle Berry type of thing, or we have a Beyonce, or we have a Christina Applegate. something to that effect. I mean, sometimes it would be, I'm hearing that sometimes it would be the real celebrity, but other times it's just like a comparison. But for her and him, there is a connection, but it's very distant. It feels more like a financial transaction. All right, so if that's it, guys, then I am going to sign off. Oh boy, what a week, guys. I'm so tired. I am really grateful for all the readings that I have been able to do, but tomorrow I'm gonna be sleeping. I'm gonna be sleeping. I need to find a place to get a dang on massage because my shoulders are killing me. Need some holy water. I have incense here. I'll be all right. Listen, I think I've done maybe like 8 Diddy readings. I'm prepared for this crap. I'm prepared for it. All right, guys. So if you want a personal reading, go to www.tarotbymokko.com. I always put the links in the description box as well as the comments below. I think I'm going to take the ads off my videos because like they don't really pay me that much. And I looked at one of my videos from like YouTube without me signing to my account, and I was so annoyed by those damn ads. So I think I'm going to turn them off. I've had those ads up all year and I made like $11. So it's not really worth the annoyance with the pennies that I get from it. So yeah, ads are going to be off. Blah, 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 blah. Get a reading if you want it. I do celebrity stuff, personal development, spiritual development, love readings, all this stuff. I recently got some really great reviews. Some of them are private because they don't want their names out there, but I'm very happy for some developments in some of my clients' lives. Really happy that they're progressing, and I'm always happy when new clients feel the need to give me a positive reading like right away. The most recent was from that reading about stay or go. I'm not going to get into the person's business, but they gave me really high compliments, so I love it. So anyway, yes, no, actually I don't do it all. I do not do spells. Staying away from that. But if you feel like you have been spelled, if someone has done a spell on you, or if you do your own magical work and you want to see the progress on it, hit me up. I can do it. Or I can ask. Yeah, so www.tarotbymokko.com. Link is going to be in the description box and the comment below. And I will see you guys probably next week. Bye. Don't get caught up in political bullshit. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this reading and want something more personal, I offer private tarot readings tailored just for you. Whether you're curious about your love life, your career path, spiritual and personal growth, or if you are seeking clarity on a specific situation, there's a reading to support you. I also specialize in celebrity readings, providing intuitive and respectful insights on your favorite celebs and how their energy may connect with yours. Most of my readings are written, but I also offer live readings for 30 minutes, 1 hour, or more. And if you need answers fast, I offer same day and next day delivery options for quick clarity right away. You can find me on Etsy, on my website www.tarotbymokko, or click the link in the description box below. Until next time, trust your intuition and take care.